first topic we need to start with. We need to almost it will take 1.5 weeks to complete the product configuration, because this is very important topic from Salesforce side. It has almost like 32 to 35% weightage. So if you go to the exam preparation side, so let me show you, this
Hi
is the
Rahul,
outline of it.
Aditra here. Sorry to interrupt. Just one
Yeah.
thing, that is, we are going to have hands-on, that I understand. But will we be able to have the hands-on for migration of Salesforce CPQ things or customization that we will do as part of hands-on? Can we have the training for the migration also from sandbox to production, or how it
Yes,
is
yes.
being done in Salesforce CPQ?
Obviously, yeah, that is part of our syllabus as well. So for example, that's good point actually. So whatever you are developing in sandboxes, for example, dev is one of first sandbox, and if you want to migrate that to the test, that is our last topic, I will say. Like once we're done with all the syllabus, we are going to discuss on how we are migrating from one sandbox to another sandbox. Yes, the answer is yes. I am on full. Okay, you are made. No, it's not happening. Okay, so what I was talking before, like what is the percentage? Like CPQ is divided into different syllabus, right? Different topics are there, and this is how CPQ syllabus is there. So if you check, like you can see the from product side. I will just explain product side. So this is the bundle configuration is part of products, that is 17%. Then you can see 7% on product selection, and then again product 11%. So 11 plus 7 plus 17, so almost 30 to 34% weightage we have for product. And then for pricing we have 16%, template 7%. You will not understood these topics now, but I will be again and again will be visiting on this particular slide, so at least you should understood like what is the importance of that particular topic and area, right? So instead of topic we will cover, say like this is CPQ platform area, this is pricing area, then template area, product area. So these types of things are there. So can't hear you. What is the issue, man?
Sorry, it's my bad. Actually, my net was getting disrupted,
Okay,
so that is why it was a problem
okay,
from my side.
okay, that's fine. Yeah, so that is the exam side, and we have separate schedule a topic, I mean separate sessions on exam, like how you should prepare the exam. I have everything here, terms and everything is there. Just bear with me, like we cannot take this all these things in first session, but we have all these things planned, and we are going, like once we're done with this CPQ batch, you will feel comfortable to start your career on CPQ side, even
Okay.
from Salesforce certification, CPQ, how you will be going to work in actual organization, and all these things like migration and everything we are covering. And if you feel in meantime like this is not covering, feel free to ask. Like as I mentioned in first demo session, I'm not like trainer. We are like friends, so we should discuss with each other. I know CPQ, that's the reason I'm explaining. Nothing is there. Like you know something Oracle or on or in other technologies, Zora or anything else, you can explain that to other people. So it's like
Yeah, actually,
no
Rahul,
one
I
is.
have worked on after CPQ also, but these days I am seeing the demand of Salesforce CPQ is growing very rapidly, maybe because it is offered within the Salesforce ecosystem itself. And that is why I just opted for this training, so that I will have 360-degree view of what is the difference between Aptos and Salesforce as well.
Okay, okay, yeah, that's correct. After CPQ, I haven't worked on that, but we as I know, like, as per my understanding, like Salesforce CPQ is very, like we have very good market outside, and as I mentioned in demo session as well, if you attended, like we are not getting people on Salesforce CPQ. So even if I take my example, I'm getting 2-3 calls daily from outside world, like to have this opportunity, can you come, these types of things. I'm just sharing these things. But Salesforce technology itself, like is very good technology, and we have very good market outside the world. So it's this is the good point, like you have started your career on Salesforce CPQ. And even that is one more technology coming in picture, that is Salesforce billing. Don't worry about that right now, but at least you should understand CPQ first, and the next step is like you can start your career on billing side as well. So you will be like code to order, we are calling that as code to bill. That is one of the concept in market actually. So when I am saying code to bill, so what it means, code to bill means whatever code means your CPQ code, all the functionality, and billing means your Salesforce billing. That is separate part. That is not part of our syllabus, but I'm just telling you like this is the concept of code to billing coming in market, code to bill, or code to cash, whatever you want to say. So these types of the things are coming in market. So as you mentioned, like we have very good market.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, is there any
Yes.
prerequisite for learning like CPQ? Like for in like admin part or development part like triggers, Apex, coding and
Yeah.
all?
Yeah. So to be clear, we don't need coding knowledge for Salesforce CPQ. We don't need. If you have admin knowledge, that's good. Even if you don't have, even I will say like if you don't have any Salesforce background, you can start, you can learn Salesforce CPQ, because Salesforce CPQ is something different. Like all the automation, for example, if you take the example of admin side, in admin side we have
Yeah,
process builder, all other techniques. In CPQ we have, they
yeah.
have their own techniques, so it's not dependent on your admin side. But the point is, I'm saying
Okay.
throughout these sessions I will
Yeah.
not be writing any single lines, because I don't need to write. Even my career last 2 years I'm not writing single lines of code. But sometimes I'm underlining this word sometimes.
Yeah.
97% I'm saying you have this admin work in CPQ, but sometimes you got some custom requirement which cannot be fulfilled with the help of Salesforce CPQ techniques.
Okay.
That time you need to go with Apex and triggers and process builders or flow, anything whatever you want. But at the end, if you want to be successful Salesforce developer or CPQ developer or a billing developer, you can start learning these things. Like you should not stop yourself. Like even if you know CPQ and if you know admin, that is plus point, because you know, for example, if you are not achieving the your requirement by with the help of CPQ, you can use the flow, and you know all the solutions, right? If you think
Yeah.
from the
Yes.
architecture side, that is the thing. But to prerequisite, uh, there is nothing to worry about actually. I'm
Okay,
getting
sir.
my, yeah,
Thank you so much, sir, for like
no
clearing my
worries,
doubt.
no worries. I think Ritra is saying you are not audible, Rahul. Everyone can hear me, right? Can you just confirm like I'm getting this issue? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can hear you clearly.
So we can
Yeah,
hear you.
it's yes. Okay, perfect. Maybe who is not able to hear, just drop. I mean, disconnect and just join again. That will work. If it is the issue with your machine or maybe network or anything. Okay. Okay, so who is us? Okay, how many years of hands-on experience I can get? So, uh, if you think on the training side, we are not giving any experience letter or anything here. So we have separate program, internship program. Once you're done with the CPQ side, we can join that program as well. I don't want to confuse you. So there are three things actually in our plate actually. Salesforce CPQ training. That is what we are doing for 1.5 month, right? So this is a period of 1.5 month, correct? That is separate thing. So the second thing is Salesforce CPQ uh, internship, right? So that is separate part. Who are like, there are few people who are fresher in market. We are providing internship to them, and I'm there actually to train them on Saturday, Sunday. We are giving all the projects and everything, and that is the internship program. That is the almost like 6 week, means 6 to 12 weeks program, maybe approximate. If you check the mini internship plan, week one, how many topics there is. This is just high level, but I have all the PPT as well for week 2, week 3, how we are going to take that week 4, week 5, and week 6. So that is separate thing. So I just want to highlight, like someone is asking question on that, so just want to highlight that. And there is separate batch we are taking, that is Salesforce billing. That is separate batch that will take almost 1 month actually. So this is how we are divided. You are here for the Salesforce CPQ training, so don't confuse on all these things. But in Salesforce CPQ training, as I mentioned, I am taking mini project as well. So this is the mini project. I will be giving like high level idea. These are the few things from my company. I'm not adding any product details or anything which is confidential from my company. So at least I can give you high level scenarios here. That's my target. And even in day-to-day session, like whatever we are discussing, even if I am taking today's session on product, right? If I'm taking product bundles today, obviously I'm giving real-time scenarios. I'm working on that. And even once we're done with some of the topics here, once I'm giving some use cases for your hands-on, like you can practice those use cases. So if you can check the use cases, there is one more PPT actually. Let me show you, because these are the things like I will be if you see like I'm adding the use cases here. So don't worry on that side. End-to-end scenarios I'm covering, use cases I'm giving, but whatever I can provide you in this 1.5 month, I can do that. So don't worry on internship plan. Internship plan is something like few freshers are there actually. I have that experience, like who are like just pass out from colleges and they don't have experience and they want to start their career in Salesforce. So those people, you can take internship program. Otherwise, like who are having 5 years of experience in IT but they now want to change their technology from Oracle to Salesforce, for example, they can also take the internship. And internship is something big plan, big project is there and everything is there. So don't want to confuse on that. But someone asked me, so that's the reason. But in CPQ training we are covering most of the things, so don't need to worry about that. Any more questions before I start on actual session? Any question, confusions, if you want to clarify, you can type there as well. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so what we can do today itself, like at least I should go ahead again today with 10 or 15 minutes to explain you like end-to-end flow, how Salesforce CPQ behaves and what is the power of Salesforce CPQ, right? So at least you should have proper understanding of these things. So once you understand end-to-end flow, then I will actually start with the product, and then I will explain you what is the use of that. Because if I directly start on the product itself, you will not understood anything here, right? So that's the reason at least I should start end-to-end flow, and I will explain like what is the last time actually in demo session, like last week we had demo session. There I just explained like this is my opportunity, this is my code, this is everything. I don't want to do that. At least I should explain what is the code, what is the opportunity, what is the use from business standpoint. Okay, so let me go back to continue working account. So what is this account? If you are from Salesforce background, that's good. Otherwise let me go. Okay, so if you are from Salesforce background, then you will understood like these account and opportunity objects are coming from Salesforce. So as I mentioned, Salesforce CPQ is installed on top of salesforce.com. So for example, this is my Salesforce, right? Last time also I explained Salesforce is the best technology. On top of that Salesforce, we are installing Salesforce CPQ. Then we are installing Salesforce other things actually. Billing, for example, that is one of the package. Then there is Copado is one of the package. We have Zora connector is one of the package. So these are the things we are installing on top of the salesforce.com. So salesforce.com is the main cloud where we are going to install all these application. It's similar to Android application, right? So I have Android mobile, that is my android.com. On top of that Android, I can install any application. Similar to that, we can install Salesforce CPQ and everything. I'm not sure how many attended demo session, but I will be sharing this document with you where how you need to create your own org, which is 90-day trial license you can use. So this is my trial license actually. I can use Salesforce CPQ for 90 days. If you see here, if you go here, you will see Salesforce CPQ, right? So what you need to do, you need to just use this link to create your own org. So it's similar to your Facebook sign up. You will get one page and you need to sign up there. So just want to have basic sessions today, like at least you should understood like what we are going to do. And uh, before tomorrow's session, you should be, my network speed is okay. So you will get a free edition with the Salesforce CPQ and Salesforce billing. So just need to type your name, email address and sign me up. So once you sign up, uh, just follow the link instruction here. Just use the login.salesforce.com whenever you go and log into your Salesforce org. Just type login.salesforce.com, and here you can enter your username password you get from this particular link, right? So once you got this username password, you need to create as part of this link, and then you can log in actually. Who are not from Salesforce background, I'm just explaining to them. Okay, so it will ask me for entering my mobile number, but I am saying remind me later. Once you are done with that, you will get this fresh org for 90 days, right? and you can practice whatever I am explaining here daily. You can practice those things. Okay, so you need to go here and just click on Salesforce CPQ, right? So you will get your fresh org, and whatever we are doing, you can actually practice these things. So let me start with the end-to-end flow. I will be sharing these documents with you, so don't worry on that. Just follow the links and instructions and you will get your new org. So let me go back and start with the account. So just consider that someone is asking in chat box, like, who is your business, right? So your business is your sales rep. No one is no one else will, for example, you are working for uh, Norton Antivirus, right? Norton Antivirus is one of the antivirus company, right? So Norton Antivirus has their own product. Norton 360 is one of the product. Norton Basic package, Norton Antivirus advanced package, Norton semi-annual package, quarterly packages. They have 3 years packages. So multiple products are there from Norton side. I'm just giving antivirus based company example. If you take the other example, they have their hardware product, they have their software product, they have their antivirus products, right? So what will happen, they will create their own products, and those products should be sellable with the help of CPQ. So who is your customer in that case? Your sales rep. For example, I am working for Norton company. uh, as I give an example, like for example, I want to purchase laptop, right? So I will go to the Dell showroom and Apple showroom, and then their Apple or uh, Dell showroom, they have their own sales rep, right? So that sales rep will ask you that what is your requirement. So you will tell me, I need i7, I need Windows 10, I need mouse, external mouse, and I need these types of configuration. So that sales rep will explain you all these things. In that case, you are customer, and that sales rep is sales rep. But who build? But that sales rep will use Salesforce CPQ to sell laptop to you. So you are a developer for Dell or Apple. So you are developing all these things in backend, and that Salesforce CPQ will be used by your sales rep to sell those product to end customer. That is the use of Salesforce, right? What is the intention of Salesforce? It's CRM. CRM means it's customer relationship management, right? So all the customer ongoing deals, bill management, opportunity, it is close, lost or win, all the calls, whatever we are doing, right? If you want to sell the product, if for example I am sales rep, right? I want to sell few products to the end customer. I will call them, I will mail them, I will use different techniques. But how to track those? To track those, you need to create your own account. For example, my customer, for example, I am, as I mentioned, right? So let me give you example here. uh, for example, Norton is the one of the antivirus company. Okay, Norton Antivirus is one of the company. We have our own products. For example, P1, product 2, product 3. I'm just giving example. Product we have our own product. There can be, for example, if you take my company's example, we have 400 products. So I'm just giving example. But P1, P2, P3, these are the 3 products we have. Okay. Now, who is sales rep? For example, let's take like Rahul is sales rep. Okay. And we can take another example here. Maybe uh, Anand, right? So Anand is actual CPQ developer. I'm just explaining today like how this CPQ works, who are not aware on this side. So I'm just taking basic topics today, right? Who is sales rep and who is end customer? So end customer is maybe we can take Sagar, right? He's actually end customer. Like our contact is end customer from NASA. I'm selling this product to the NASA, for example. Okay. At least you should understand this today. That's my goal. Okay, so NASA, but who is point of contact? Sagar is the point of contact. So what Rahul will do, Rahul will directly call to Sagar to sell these particular products, right? So what Rahul need to do, how to track this deal, total deal? So Rahul need to, as a sales rep, he should create account for NASA, because NASA is my customer. Account means your customer. You can create your own account, right? So you can go here, create your own account. So you can enter your name like NASA. You can enter the customer name, fax, website, account number, account site. These are all details like how you are contacting to them, phone, you are calling phone or your web or purchasing list or other whatever, right? So you can enter all these details like what is the description, what is the billing address. So all these text field you can enter whatever you know, because sales rep know about the what is shipping country, what is shipping state, everything, and they can save. So your account is created. For example, my account is already created, so I don't want to go to that. So my account is already created. It is Edge communication account. So I have all this phone number, website, everything is there. So my account is ready. Okay, so my account is ready. Then I need to go ahead with deal, because I know this is my deal. I need to sell this product. So what I need to do, I am done with account. I need to start with the opportunity creation. I'm creating opportunity against this customer. So what you need to do, account is something, uh, customers information, like who is my customer. For example, in your sandbox, for example, or production, for example, you have 100 accounts. That means you have 100 customer you are dealing with. If you have 1,000 accounts, that means like you have 1,000 customer you are dealing with, right? So that way you can understand like how many customers are in my company. That is the use of account, which will store all the information about your customer, your website, customer shipping address, billing address, everything. Then they will start creating new opportunities. This is not your job. I'm saying this is the end-to-end functionality, but as a CPQ developer, your role is to build something between these two things. This should be, this sales rep job should be done easily. That is your intention as a developer. So I will tell you like what CPQ developer will do. But right now I'm saying this is sales rep job to create account, to create opportunity. So what they will create opportunity, I will say this is test demo opportunity right now, but so it's created by 2 to February. So I can enter close date. I will say where is my deal and what is the deal of that amount. So I'm selling those 3 products with $100. I'm saving these. So what is the use of opportunity then, right? So that's the reason I'm explaining end-to-end flow today, and then we can start on product. Okay, so my opportunity, this is my account. If you go to the related list, I should see the opportunities created here. So this is the opportunity I created. I will open that. What is the use of opportunity now? So opportunity use is to use for the forecasting purpose to track your deal. Where is your deal? You just started dealing with this customer, then you are in a prospecting stage. If the customer is qualified, then you can go to the qualification stage. You can see the stage is changing here, prospecting to something else. You can change to need analysis, because you need analysis with this particular customer. And once you're done with the deal, you can go to the closed. I don't want to close now, but if it is in negotiation stage, what it means negotiation, customer is asking for some discount. That's the negotiation stage. So what is the use of opportunity? To track that individual deal. So my account can have multiple opportunities, correct? So that account can have multiple opportunities. So it can have opportunity one, opportunity two, multiple opportunity you can have inside the account. Once I done with the opportunity, there are multiple uses. Actually, I will come back and explain. But the third flow is you need to start with quote, CPQ quote. Here your Salesforce CPQ comes in picture. This highlighted in yellow is the Salesforce functionality. It's nothing to do with the CPQ. But the things which are highlighted in red, those are the part of Salesforce CPQ package. Okay. So what we need to do, you need to start with CPQ quote now. What is the use of quote? So quote, what are the actual product customer want to purchase? Those products we are going to add on the CPQ quote. To start with CPQ code, the prerequisite is to you should have some products defined in the system. Right now, assume we have multiple products. So if you can go to as part of last batches, I am creating products, and we are also starting with product configuration today. But as I committed, like I need to explain at least end-to-end flow, and then we can start on product. So you have these many products created. You can go create, and there are multiple things actually. It's not like simple configuration. If you go to this bundle, we have related list. You can see multiple related. What is this block pricing, cost pricing, contracted pricing, options, features, constraint, dimension, everything is there. Multiple things are there. That's the reason I'm saying product, this particular product topic will take more than 1 week, almost like 1.5 week or 2 week maybe, because product is very vast area. But right now, to understand end-to-end functionality, just consider this as we have some products. Just imagine that we have 10 products. Don't worry about how to create products. I will be explaining those because that is part of today's session. Maybe today if we can start, we can. Otherwise tomorrow at least we can start on the products, this topic, product configuration. Okay, so what we need to do, we are on opportunity. Now I'm creating code, and as I mentioned what how to create code, this is the code related list. So you need to go here and click on new, so you can create code now. So what we are doing actually now, you are creating code for your end customer. So as I mentioned, if you go to the shop and want to purchase laptop, based on your configuration, based on your product, they will give you one of the quotation. If you want to purchase car as well, they will give you, this is your quotation for that card, right? Similarly, this quote will behave to give you quotation. So this will have opportunity, this will automatically come. This is the test actual this is a free trial. That's the reason some features are not enabled, but this opportunity count automatically come. I will not discuss, but who is sales rep? I will say Rahul is sales rep, right? Because as a sales rep, I am creating this code, so I will get some commission, right? This sales rep will get some commission. Who is Rahul? If I close multiple opportunity, multiple product, my sale is more here, I will get some commission. That's the reason sales rep are there. Who is primary contact? Uh, all these things are there. I don't want to explain all these things. What is discount for that? What is bill to address, bill to street, bill to city? You can enter anything like whatever you have. I don't want to enter now because this is text bill. You know, like ship to name. Who is ship to name? I can say like Rajiv, for example. Ship to street. I'm not sure like 102 like whatever. I will say city is something xyz whatever. I'm not entering anything here. State is ma, whatever you want to enter you can enter. I don't want to enter anything because I don't know like exact data here. But sales rep know who is billed to, bills to state, country and everything. So what is billed to, who is going to pay you? Because now, for example, let's take example of NASA, right? So NASA, they have their own offices in USA or India or Australia, for example. But NASA's headquarters is present in USA. So they will actually bill all these things. But where you are shipping that, maybe you are shipping that license to USA, sorry, Australia or India or any other country. So your ship to can be changed, but your bill to is something like headquarter, for example, right? So headquarter should always pay bills to you. So sometimes your bill to can be different than ship to. So these are the things we are going to discuss as part of coming session. I'm not entering anything here because we have those sessions planned. So don't want to confuse you today itself on that. So I am creating quote. Okay. So your
One
quote is
thing,
ready.
sorry to interrupt, Rahul. Actually,
Yes.
I have one Org CPQ packages installed, but in product, I think we need to replace the layout. I mean, the normal product layout with the CPQ product layout. So, but in your case, I can see it is already been the CPQ product layout. So, I mean, are we going to cover these topics also? How we are going to enable the layouts and
Yes.
all?
Yes. Obviously, that is the part of our. I mean, it's not like major thing. It's 1 second. I can explain that because changing layout is not difficult. I mean, but we will be covering that. How to cover that, we will discuss as part of product session. That's the first topic I will explain. Otherwise, I can explain today now as well, but it will be confusing for you. So it's simple. Even it's not like just for product actually. Even if you take the example of other things, you need to change the layout. Yeah, you need to go to the object manager and change the layouts. So it's not like just for product. Even for account or any other objects, or quote lines or order lines, order contract, subscription. There are multiple things. So we will be discussing that. Don't want to confuse others now, but we will be coming to that. Okay. Any more questions on whatever we discussed till now? Product, you just imagine that we have product because we have separate topic on that we will be discussing. Account opportunity, we discussed. Quote we discussed, but one thing I want to do on quote, as I mentioned, where we are going to add products, right? So that is CPQ. Just give me 1 second. 1 second, just wait there. Hey, sorry. So I was mentioning
Actually, excuse me, sir. Sir, one quote is attached to only one opportunity or multiple? We can attach to
correct.
it multiple opportunity.
That's very good question actually. Yes, we can attach multiple quotes to single opportunity. I'm coming to that point. So what happens actually, as I mentioned, account will have one opportunity. Opportunity can have multiple quotes. You can have, let me explain here. So for example, if you have opportunity created, that is opportunity one. Okay. So you have opportunity one, for example. Okay. On that opportunity, you can create code 1, you can create code 2, you can create code 3, but in these 3 you will have only one code primary. So you cannot have, for example, if you have second quote as primary, then I'm saying true, and third quote should be false. So there is few things actually I'm going to explain. That is the primary checkbox CPQ provided. So you cannot have two quotes primary on the opportunity. So opportunity will have, we can have multiple quotes, but only single quote can be primary to that particular opportunity. So we have that actually all these things. But even if you, for example, this is true, and for example, now tomorrow I want to change this code to primary. So what I will do, I will change this to true, and automatically Salesforce will take care to make all other codes to false. You don't need to worry about that. Whatever the latest code you are making primary, that code should be used for the final customer total or quotation. Okay.
I have a question
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Uh, so how is this quote different than the regular quote object that we have in Salesforce? Because that also I think takes just a single active across opportunity, right?
Yes. So give me 10 minutes. Let me finish with code, and then we'll come back to the standard code versus CPQ code. Right?
Sure,
So
sure.
you will
Thanks.
understood at least like what is the functionality provided by Salesforce CPQ as compared to Salesforce standard code. So how to add product? You need to go to that code and click on edit lines. I'm coming to all the questions on chart history. Just wait there. Let me finish the code so you'll be clear on that. Uh, why it's taking time? This code line editor progress is very slow actually. My, okay. Sorry, it's running, still running. Maybe some calculations are back. Okay, so I'm just selecting some of the price book. I will coming to that price concept. So this is your quote line editor screen, so where you can go and add the products. So you don't have these types of things in standard. I will explain that, but you need to go to the add products and you can add whatever the products you want to add. And here actually you can go and select some of the bundle. So I will come back to that because it's difficult to explain me like her now difference, because this is not an antivirus bundle. Inside that bundle you can have multiple products, right? So let me give you example how, and even I will explain simultaneously like how that code will be different. For example, this is my uh, actual bundle, for example, right? So not an antivirus bundle. So this is my bundle. So bundle means inside that I can have multiple products. So this is my bundle, and inside that I can have multiple products. I have one product, two product, whatever right? I can have another bundle here. This is so this is again Norton. Maybe I'm saying hardware. Maybe they can have hardware as well. Okay, so they can have hardware category products here. So I'm adding all the products here, for example. Okay, so what is the bundle concept? In CPQ we have this bundle concept. For example, let's take example. You have 500 products in your company. Okay, so you have 500 products in company. How you will manage that? So for example, this is P1, right? So I'm just taking example of these many products, 15 products maybe. I have these many products. I'm saying this is like 500 ending on 500. Just imagine, I don't want to go to 100 500 now, but these are the 500 products I have. If I go here and if I ask, I don't, and I will not remind like all these things, and I don't recall all the product names here, right? I can't search anything here because 500 products, how I can remember all these things, and how it is not like human tendency, or it's not human power to understand all these things and remember and then just type the product name here, right? So to do that, what is CPQ developer's job? You need to provide good UI to your sales rep, and you should guide to your sales rep how to select the product. That's the reason bundle conception comes in picture. So what you will do, you will divide first 5 products into the software category, for example. You can divide next 6 products into the hardware category, right? And you can divide next to the antivirus category for whatever you want, right? I'm just giving example, a real-time example, right? So you divided your product, first 100 products into the software category, okay? Next 100 products into the hardware category, and next 100 into antivirus category. So what it will do, whenever you click on this screen, you will get only three things here. First is software, second is hardware, and third is antivirus. Those are your bundles actually. And inside the software bundle, you can have all these products. So at least you don't need to worry about what are the 300 products here. You can only work on this first 100 product. If you are only purchasing, you are selling on the software category. This way, again, you can divide these 100 products into another category. That is separate discussion that we are going to discuss as part of these nested bundles. Okay. So that part we are coming actually with this particular thing. So just bear with me, but just take example how we can segregate this data so your sales rep easily can sell those. So what I did here, I created this bundle. For example, I can only see few bundles here: dynamic bundle, quick heal bundle, MDQ product, Norton antivirus bundle. So if I select this, I will see some of the products there inside that, right? So I can see Norton antivirus bundle. I can see these two products are there: Norton standard and Norton plus. These are the two products there with this price, $50 and $100, right? I can change my quantity to whatever you want, right? Here also you can change whatever you want, and I can save that record. So I added two products inside this Norton antivirus bundle. So you can think from standard say codes as well. Now you will understand what I'm trying to say. Okay. So you will get all these things and you can add multiple products. So I will cancel this like because this is I already added. All these products are added there. So I added this bundle. Inside that I have these two products. This is my bundle. Inside that 360 and antivirus plus. These are the two products. And this is 15 into 100. I mean 15 into 50 into 10. That is my $500, and 100 into 5. That is my 500. So 500 and 500,000. That is my final quotation. I'm not adding my bundle price into this final quotation because bundle is just for sales rep purpose. You are giving good UI to your sales rep. That's the reason I will be coming to that, but I'm just giving you high level scenario today, right? So this $1 I have not added here in the your customer total because that is why bundle is just created just to segregate the data and give the good UI to your sales rep. And I will be taking 500 products. Maybe there are few companies. For example, let's take example of Android-based companies. They are launching their own applications after 15 days or 20 days or 1 month. Every month they have two, three softwares or applications they are actually launching, right? So how they will manage? Maybe hardware antivirus companies, they have 4,000 products, for example, 4,000 applications, and they want to sell these 4,000 products with the help of Salesforce CPQ. You need to divide these 4,000 first 100 into different category, maybe engineering related software, next 100 maybe in the other category, maybe antivirus category, then 100. So you need to divide those. Again, you can divide engineering into CS, IT, mechanical, all these things. So how to divide those, that is part of nested bundle. I will be coming to that point, but right now just understand this is how your product structure works in CPQ. And how to build this functionality, how to create bundle and product, we are coming to that point. Let me finish this end to end. So let me save this. So this is the use of code. So what is the use of code? Coming back to your main screen, what is the use of code? Code is primarily used to add the products, to give the discounts, to give the pricing. So I didn't get time to explain you the how to do the pricing, but if you go back to edit lines again, you can give the discounts from that particular screen, right? So you can go there and give the discount whatever you want. So I'm just coming back. I can give 10% discount here. I can give whatever you want. So you can change quantity, you can give discount. So all this flexibility you have on this particular code line. You can add groups as well. Group means you can combine multiple things, maybe as I mentioned here, right? So you can divide your product into different category, and then again divide that product into different category. As I mentioned, 4,000 products I divided into engineering and antivirus. Then engineering I divided CSI mechanical. Similar way you can create your own group. This is CS. Maybe you can add another group here. You can add this group for IT, and you can add your own products inside this group. So multiple things are there. I will be coming and explaining those things. Otherwise, you will be confused how this group works and how the total will be calculated. Everything will be confusing, right?
So Rahul, as you are doing all this addition of product or modification of code, this is not the first
Your
you are saying
voice is
as of
your
now.
voice was breaking actually.
When a sales user will create a code or edit a code, they can go ahead and do those things as per the out of the box functionality of CPQ, Salesforce CPQ.
Yes, but this is out of box functionality, and this is the job of sales rep. That's correct. You don't need to do anything, but the sales rep can expect multiple things. It's not like straightforward. How you will configure your bundle in such a way that those should be sellable with this particular price. What will happen if you give the discount? What will happen if you don't? If you created groups, how this first group and second group will be combined? All these things are there. There are few customization you need to implement with the help of CPQ automation tools, maybe price rules or few other things. In my company, let me give you an example. In my company, we have start date for each and every line. For example, this product can start from 1st of January 2020. This second product can start from 1st of March. How we will handle that? Salesforce CPQ doesn't support that. So you need to add that particular things, but CPQ support to add that with the help of different automation technique. They have their own configuration attribute and multiple things. Don't want to go to that route now, otherwise it will be totally confusing to everyone. So don't want to go to that route now. So I'm just saying uh, multiple things are there in the behind the scene, and that is your Salesforce CPQ job, Salesforce CPQ developer's job. But I'm not there yet. I'm just explaining what is the end to end. Okay, let me go back to the question answering actually. If I missed anyone's question, we can hear you. With whom we want to do business? Yeah. So with whom we want to do business, you can paste your questions. Actually, I'm just opening for questions because we are done with at least quoting, and then we can start on order and contract in next 10 minutes. If you have any questions, you can enter that in chat window. So I'm just answering those questions. With whom we want to do business, as I explained, we are doing all these things with the sales rep, and sales rep is actually selling those products to the end customer. By taking lightning course is any advantage for CPQ? No, we don't have any advantage. I think yesterday in demo session I explained few things. I'm not sure where are those, but I explained multiple roles actually there. uh, Let me go if I have that sheet. I don't think like these are the real-time scenario I'm generally discussing with everyone. So don't worry on that side. We will be going to the one level complex level. So today you will not understood anything if I start with this. Anyways, so in market we have different positions right now. Salesforce admin is one of the position. Salesforce CPQ developer, Salesforce developer is one of the position. Then Salesforce CPQ developer is one of the position, right? So I'm just taking answering that your question, and then there is one more position is that Salesforce lightning developer. Okay, and then there is one more coming in picture, that is Salesforce billing specialist. So these are the few positions in the market from Salesforce side. Admin means you are just admin, you know, process builder, workflow, field level security, security model and everything. So that is the admin role. Currently, as per my understanding, we don't have any opening for Salesforce admin side. So there is no point to go ahead with the admin, and you will get job, but it is like struggle and everything. What is Salesforce developer? Salesforce developer will have admin as well as development background. So they know about Apex and everything here. So they should have admin knowledge as well if you are Salesforce developer. CPQ developer is totally independent on these things, but I cannot say like totally independent. Salesforce CPQ is different separate package that is installed on top of Salesforce. So when we are saying CPQ developer, still its role is the admin actually, because CPQ is not, we don't need to add any code, but still we are saying this position as CPQ developer because sometimes we need to use developers Apex technique or admin techniques here if you are not able to achieve that requirement with the help of CPQ package. Lightning developer is something different, totally different. Maybe this CPQ Salesforce developer will have that knowledge, but Salesforce Lightning developer is one of the separate position in the market right now. We should have separate knowledge on Lightning framework and everything. So for CPQ, really we don't need Apex and all these things we need, but Lightning we don't need. But again, I'm saying if you have very custom business And if they are asking to create button and that button should call your lightning component, you need to add that things. You don't need to, your CPQ developer, what they will expect, if you are more than 5 years experience in Salesforce, they will not expect just CPQ knowledge. They will expect like something from Apex side, something from admin side, and something from lightning as well. If you take my example, I know admin, I know developer, I know CPQ, I know lightning, basics of lightning. I'm not expert in lightning. And then
So,
billing, I'm already
Rahul,
doing all this.
sorry to interrupt. For CPQ developer role, we have a huge demand in market that I understand. So for Salesforce CPQ implementation, what is the normal ratio of configuration versus customization normally? Is it like 50% customization that will be related to Apex coding and Visual Codes and 50% configuration, or in 80% configuration and 20% will be? Oh, okay.
90 10, 90% admin configuration and 10% coding, as per my experience in from last 4 or 5 years. You can check with your
Oh,
friends as well. It's like, but it's again up to your client. Again, I am saying it can be 80-20,
right,
it
right,
can be
right.
70-30.
That is true. Because
It's
in
again,
after CPQ, I have seen several things that can be doable via only configuration, and in that case also it is like 90-10, 90%
exactly.
configuration and 10%. I just wanted to understand so that
Yeah,
it will not make a problem for me if I am not that good in Apex.
yeah, correct. Okay, so next question is, do we have any questions? Otherwise, I will take this from chart window. CPQ only for B2B, or it can be used B2C. It is like B2B, but like it should not be like commerce. But I don't think so. So both based on my knowledge, it's like B2B. Does it mean sales rep can use CPQ and configure if required? Sales rep are using CPQ. They are not configuring anything. Configuration part you are doing. That's the reason I'm trying today. Whatever I'm explaining, it's sales rep job, but behind the scene, how these products should be displayed, right? How the products are there and how we configured those in the backend. As I mentioned, as part of last batches, I created all these things. That's the reason you are able to select that product. Otherwise, you will not see anything there. So what happens, like if you are starting with any company and that company is new for CPQ, they will give you an Excel like these are the 100 products, right? This is how I want to be selected there. So as a CPQ developer, you should know how to configure that, how to create bundles and everything. You should propose this solution to our sales rep. They don't know they don't know about all these things. Sales rep, they don't know about how to configure these things. Okay. How does the requirement gathering happen for CPQ? What details goes the customer give us? A small brief on this will help. Okay. So actually what happens, as I mentioned Excel example, right? So they will give you product names, that's it, and the prices of that particular product, everything is, and they can categorize actually, this is software products, these are my hardware products, these are my antivirus products, or these are the CAD products, these are the SLM products. I'm just giving example from mechanical industry as well, or computer industry. So they can give you some product family, these are the products in this particular family, these are the products from this family, and these are the prices for that. And for that particular region, this product can be discounted 10%. For example, EMEA, this can be discounted with 10%. For let's say example, like how you got the requirement in companies. So for example, you have one product one, they will give you prices for this $100. This is how they got the you got the requirement, and they are saying if it is EMEA region, you should get 10% discount on this particular product. If you are in Asia, APAC, for example, you will get 5% discount. If you are in Japan region, you will get something else, right? So these types of requirement you will get. This is your requirement. You should enter this product with $100, and based on regions, how you should give the discount. It should be automated. Your sales rep will not go and check all these things in Excel, how what I have given. It's automated process. They will just select product, that's it. They don't need to care about your pricing. It's up to your job. You got Jira story or any other story, and you're developing all these things in, as a CPQ developer, you need to configure all these things. Sometimes you got another requirement. This is the product 2, for example, product 2, you will get some ranges like 1 to 10 quantity. If they are purchasing, you should give them 10% discount. If they are purchasing 11 to 20 quantity, you should give 15% discount, and more than 21, you should give standard 25% discount, right? So these types of things can happen. These types of requirement you will get from business. Third requirement you will get, if I am adding product 3 with the more than 50% discount, right? More than 50% discount with this product. If you are selling this product with more than 50% discount, this should create approval for VP. I'm just giving example. This should create approval for finance, right? And once that is approved, then it should go ahead and they can edit. So these types of things are there. We have syllabus for all these things, but I'm just giving you scenarios like how your company will ask for the requirement. Okay, and this is how requirement gathering happens. So requirement gathering is the first call with your clients. So they will set up some calls. Your Salesforce CPQ architect and all technical leaders will be there, and the client. So they will explain this is how I want. Then you can ask your questions if you have from business side. There can be few BAs, business analysts, who can take the requirement and give it to you. So your role is like you should understand that requirement in requirement gathering call, and then you should develop that accordingly. If you need any help, your company have their own business analyst, BAs. You can reach out to BAs or you can directly contact to client. It's up to your company and client actually. Mm, okay, any specific domain in which CPQ is used more? Domain, I can't say any domain actually, but because I feel like based on my knowledge and whatever my contacts in the IT world, it's not like domain specific. Obviously it's like most of the product based companies are using this CPQ because they have their own product. That's the reason they are using. But it can be used in engineering side, it can be used in medical, anything, like any domain they can use the CPQ. The requirement or the baseline is, if you have products, you can sell those with the help of CPQ. That's the only thing. But the kind of what we can say, the percentage wide I can't commit for the how much percentage from engineering domain, or how much percentage in the medical, or how much percent, so which domain is actually using CPQ, I can't commit for that actually. Okay, exactly. This is what I feel as well. I mean, it's breaking actually. That's the reason I'm saying at least we should, as I mentioned, like once I done with the coding, we can stop there and we can take the question answering, right? Once I done with the coding, and then I should proceed with the order. Then I can stop, ask question, then contract, and then subscription. So this is how we should go. So let's see. Like at least I should go ahead and we'll take next questions in once we're done with the order. Okay. So we are done with quoting. So we added products, did everything. We added all these products. So all these products you will see on the quote lines. So we added bundle, and we added these two products, Norton 360 and Norton antivirus. But bundle is something for my purpose, sales rep purpose. Those we are not sending to your customer. Bundle is just for my, I created those grouping, right? It's not for sales rep. So that is the thing. I think it's like more than 1 hour now. I was not checking time today. It's like first day happened. I was totally engaged here to question and answering, but I feel like we are top of hour. So we can stop today, and tomorrow at least we can start on order, and then contract, and then subscription. Let's finish this end-to-end flow, and then we'll come back to our actual syllabus, that is product description, product option. There are multiple things actually we are going to discuss in coming sessions. Okay, so let me take last two questions and then we can stop. So sales rep to use CPQ and CPQ developer to configure customized CPQ. That's correct statement. So I'm having difficulty in building a logic in trigger. Is there any solution for that? Did I face any problem in future while working on CPQ trigger and logic comes up? Yes, obviously that's my point. I'm not hiding anything. You can understand CPQ, and as I mentioned, in next 1.5 months, I will not be explaining any code there. CPQ syllabus is very vast. I will be explaining all the CPQ techniques, but there can be some requirement which you need to achieve with the help of triggers. You need to write down that trigger, but at least you should have proper understanding of CPQ. You should try to achieve that requirement with the CPQ technique, admin tools. And then if it is totally difficult, right now you don't need to go with triggers as well. If you have good understanding, if you are learning all the release notes from CPQ, there is one more technique, flow. If you heard on that lightning flow, that all the triggers thing you can achieve with the help of admin point and click tool. If you heard on the lightning flow, right? So just learn on this concept lightning flow, This is point and click tool. You don't need to write triggers and anything. This is the flow which come from last two release. Like they have invested more money to build lightning flows. They have all the after insert, before insert, delete, everything is there in lightning flow now. So you don't need to go with the CPQ triggers, actual trigger customization as well. But if there is complex requirement which cannot be achieved with the help of CPQ, which cannot be help of admin, which cannot be help of lightning flow, then obviously we need to switch to the triggers and we need to write some logic there. Does it help?